Yo, what up, Toshi here. So it's been a while since I made a Magia Exedra video. Now there's a few particular reasons as to why I stopped making videos on this game to begin with. The very first reason is that Magia Exedra is a game that was getting extremely hard for me to continue making videos on as a free-to-play content creator. For one, you needed a super large amount of pulls to pull on each banner, or else you would brick your account. So for instance, I needed 200 pulls on a specific banner before I obtained the banner character, all coupled with the game releasing like 6 different characters within the first month. Like, what are we doing, man? Come on. So it was getting extremely hard to continue making videos, especially when I know that the average viewer wants to see me use the newest banner character in a video. Well, I couldn't really do those videos, hence why me just making videos on the characters before they release, because that was the only video I could really do. Now, the second thing is that on top of the game having the abysmal gem accumulation rate, the game also didn't really have that much content. For one, it was really hard to make videos on any other content because there just wasn't much there. It was either push story or that was it. Push story, get new character. So yeah, it was really hard. Now, they've done a huge event, and that's why I'm making the video today. There's a 100-day event going on currently. At the time I'm recording, it actually starts tomorrow in Magia Exedra. Now, I'm actually interested to see how this event pans out because I was trying to eagerly get back into the game just because I am a fan of the IP, as you all know. I really do like Madoka Magica, and I really dislike how the devs did a disservice to the franchise. You have a super duper good IP with a really good core world building aspect to it, and you decide to just obliterate it by making this game so bad. I'm sorry. Not sorry. But anyways, they're making a 100-day event, and it's going to have a bunch of features and different things to boost the morale of the player and get players back into their game. Now, obviously, the reason as to why they did this is because of a few things. For one, we have games like Persona 5, and we have Umasumi releasing, like, literally tomorrow time I'm recording, for global, which is huge, right? That's more games on the market that makes it more competitive for Magia Exedra. On top of that, I heard that the spending for the game also ended up getting lower as the months went on. The first month was an initial push, which is a launch month, obviously. But as time went on, less players started, spending, less and less. So obviously the revenue is going down. And the other thing too is that there is other games in the works too. Like we have, for instance, Neverness to Everness in the future, which is a game that I'm actually eagerly anticipating. So there is that as well. Now, we'll check this out, and I'll rate it, of course, see how good it is, and if it's anything to bring back to the game. I am fairly excited, because I don't know anything leading into this patch. I did see one thing, perhaps, though. Apparently, there is going to be a PC client for this game. Finally, right? There will be a PC client for this game releasing sometime in the summer. We don't have news as to what month it's going to be. It could be the end of July to the beginning of August. Maybe it could be the end of August to September. We don't know. If I had to guess, it would be like the end of July to the end of the beginning of August. But we'll wait and see. Anyways, I'm excited. Let's hop into it. I'm redoing this again. So we have a new trailer for a new character coming, Toka Satumi. Honestly, at this point, I've missed so many characters in this game. I honestly have no idea who is in the game currently, since like the newest Madoka, it was like Ultimate Madoka or something like that. That's the last thing I remember. So it's been quite some time. And I didn't even get her at the time of me quitting the game because I wasn't playing around that point in time. So I don't know this character, but I'm guessing she is not a part of Magia Record, just some different side story. And we have another character, Nemu Hiragi. We wanted to only save magic girls from a cruel destiny. Okay. I'll quietly accept my penance, whatever it may be. She reminds me of a character from Black Clover. Oh, that's Yuno. That is hard Yuno coded. Crazy work. 100-day celebration. All new Kyoku? Is this another character? This is a third character. What the freak? Alina Gray. Okay, this character I've never heard of either. Is she supposed to be some... Like, her clothing reminds me of some, like, security officer or something like that, but I don't know who she's supposed to be. Three characters, okay. Maybe some things have never changed about Madoka Magia Exedra. So, okay, here we go. So the first thing you do is you log in, and you have a login bonus, and you have up to 2,000 Magica stones. If I remember correctly, one pull was 300, right? So this is not enough for a 10 pull. But this is just the first event, right? I do feel like they should have given more, right? I feel like they should have given more. Like, at least give a 10 pull worth. If you're going to give at least any bare minimum, give a 10 pull worth. But if you really want to get players excited and get players back into your game, you probably should be giving a little bit more than that, right? Especially considering that the pull currency was the worst thing about Magia Exedra, right? Okay, so we have a Sayaka Miki return banner. A Hamura Kemi, I had never seen this one, return banner. I mean, I've seen her in Madoka Magica, right? I know who she is. This is Hamura Kemi before became Hamura Kemi. Try saying that 3 times fast. And Aroha Tamaki, I've not seen this Aroha Tamaki, so this is a new one. I don't have this one. 24 hours only. Wait, so this is a 24 hours only banner? One free Magica Fate Weave 10 draw. So this is for 24 hours only. And I'm guessing you have one 10 pool you can use for free on one of the banners, not each of the banners? Huh. Okay. Okay. 3 to 5%? Dang. One free Nemu Hiragi and Toka Sadami featured Fate Weave. So another free 10 pool on either banner, I'm guessing. Okay, listen. If it's a free 10 pool in each of the banners, that is actually kind of nice. Because what this does is it makes it to where re-rolling is actually going to be very optimal on this day if you plan to get back into the game, right? That's crazy work though. 3 to 5%, that's actually pretty nice. A 5% chance for a 5-star is insane. Now, the thing is, we don't know if this is going to be permanent, right? It just says for the banners. If it's if it was to be permanent, this would be great, right? This would be a great change, making it for 3 to 5%. Because then, you're more likely to get a character before pity, right? Oh, this one is 3 to 5% as well. Okay, so you get another 10 pool for free on this banner. So it could either be 30 10 pool or 30 pools, right? So 3 10 pools across 3 different instances of the banners. Or if they were great devs, right? Devs listen moment, this would be 30, 50, and then 60 pools. So then, in all honesty, it should be 60 pools. But let's be real, it's going to be a 10 pool for each instances of the banner, right? So you have to choose which one you can use 10 pool on. But that's still quite a bit of pools, right? And if I'm reading this wrong here, let me see. Get one free. I mean, it just says one free 10 pool, right? And it doesn't say the specific banners, right? So yeah, it's definitely just going to be one 10 pool across each instances of the banners running. All right, let's see. Player XP collection event. Clear the battle and get tons of player XP. If you have maxed out your player level, you cannot obtain or store XP from this event. Okay, dang. I apparently heard too they were raising the level cap as well. I know a lot of people have been playing since day one, right? So for those of you that have reached max level, boom, level cap increase. Get up to 20 magical cubes. So if I remember, these cubes were cubes you used to refresh your stamina, right? When I played, I never used them. I just saved them, whatever. The case files of the Coordinator 3 Cozy Cosmology. Event traders obtainable Magica stones doubled. Okay, so double the usual amount, 1,200 Magica stones. Collect medals from the events to exchange for Magica stones, prism orbs, and other great items. Oh, okay. So they just gave more gem currency out for the event. Now, if this is permanent, it would be great. But as of right now, it doesn't say permanent. I do wonder if they're just doing this to draw on players for the time being, instead of making it permanent. Clear the tower to get 10 or more prism orbs. I've never did this tower event. I think when I played, this event had just released, and I never ended up doing it. It was the tower mode or whatever gives you a shards for a free 5-star, whatever. I never ended up doing it because I don't know, I just never cared about it. But cool, you have more prism or so like that. All right, let's see here. They changed the Magica Pass, so now it's better. So for the first month, you get 3,500. On the renewal, you get 7,000. Okay. And then for the regular pass, that's a premium one, right? The regular pass, 900 to 1200 for the first month, and then upon renewal is 2400. Okay. So this is permanent, right? So they made it a lot better for lower spending players. By carrying missions such as login, you can get up to 600 Magica stones. So they're going to add new monthly missions to the pass. I'm guessing this is a part of the renewal you get, or is it just like additionally? That's actually kind of crazy. I'm all for making it better for low spending players. Alright, let's see here. Orb collection and selectable 5-star event. Collect medals and you can choose 1 5-star Kyoku from a selection of 5. You know what's crazy? When I played, this would have been the craziest event to give, by the way. This event would have went hard because I would have finally got my Yui. But at this point, I don't really care. The only one I remember missing from that account was, in fact, Felicia, which I never ended up getting. Long story short, and this is sad news, honestly, I was going to say this toward the end of the video. I lost my account because I ended up getting a new phone. So I never like saved the data stuff to this phone, the new phone, and I ended up getting rid of my other phone. So I don't have my old account. And I don't even think I even saved the email with the account. I remember it just being a guest account, and I never like saved the information or anything like that. So I no longer have that account, so I have to make a new account if I was to get back into the game. So yeah, long story short, I was going to say that towards the end of the video. But hey, cool. I think from this list here of characters, I would probably choose Felicia. I think Felicia is the best character here, right? The most valuable character because of her, like, she has like debuffs and stuff like that, if I remember. So cool. I think she had defense down, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's see here. So these are all of the campaigns. They have it listed out here. Yeah, blah, blah. Nothing new. Okay. Cap unlock for player level, magic level. So they increased the, we went over that before, but they increased the level for players, the max level. Okay, the free 5-star player surge quest. Okay. 1 free Magia Fate Weave. Okay. I mean, again, this is looking great. But I wonder if some of these things are permanent, aside from like the low spending thing, right, where you're using money to buy the pass, whatever. Can some of these things be permanent, right? Like imagine a 5% chance on the banner permanently. I remember like Blue Archive doing something like that a while back. It was like a 6% increase or a 6% chance on the banner or something like that. Hopefully it's not like that. I don't play that game, by the way, but I'm just saying. Hopefully it's not like that. I just hope that it's a permanent 5% banner. Like, make that for future banners too, please, but most likely not going to be. And then, of course, the Steam client launching finally. This was supposed to be here at launch, man. Having this at launch would have did the game so much better. But it'll be here, so more people will be able to play on their PC, and it'll be better for content creators. I don't know if there's any content creators for this game. I don't know. I never looked at this game on YouTube. So for any content creator that plays this game, you're able to now play on your computer. When I say now, I mean like whenever this does come out, right? Because obviously it's not out at the time of recording. But cool, finally, awesome. I'll be honest here, the 100-day event for Magia Exedra looks pretty good. All around looks pretty good. Now, I'm not going to say great, I'm not going to say phenomenal, I'm going to say, oh my god, it looks absolutely amazing, because some of the core issues are still there, right? Like the gem currency accumulation is still pretty low, I imagine, in the late game. And also, like, they're not permanently increasing the banner rates. So that's one more thing to take into consideration. The pity is still steep. The banner accumulation pity, like, is just not what it should be. And it seems like the percentage chance to pull a 5-star per summon is not going to stay 5% permanently. And the last thing I guess I can mention too is that the game isn't looking to make the game more free-to-play friendly. They're definitely pushing players to still spend as much money as possible. Hence why they increase the value you have for the low-spending pass, right? When I say low spending, I mean like the premium pass, right? The monthly pass, whatever you want to call it. So, I mean, overall, I got to say if I had to rate this, it'd be like a 6 out of 10. I feel like they could have done a lot of things better, right? The free 10 pool per, like, instance of banners is pretty nice, I guess, for re-rolling. And then, of course, the free 5-star, you're able to get, like, Felicia. Then you have Yachio, you have Yui, Sana, and then Atomic, right? Like, that's cool. But I feel like they could have done, more than that. And I mean, like, maybe, like, a lot of players at this point already have all those characters. So, like, this seems like more of an event for a returning or a newer player like me, for instance. if considering I don't have any of the characters at this point. So I mean, I would probably come back and check it out, but I don't think this is anything to make me go like, oh my god, this changes everything, because I don't think it changes everything. I do think it is nice, but I feel like they still could have done more. It definitely does feel like they're dragging their feet with this game currently, and they're trying to milk the players as much as they can. I'm not saying that the game is milking the players and trying to go EOS, right? I just think that they're milking the players, hence why they had so many banners in the beginning, and they're very, very slow with actually making the game better for players across the board. This is a step in the right direction, but please make it permanent, a lot of these things, and actually make the game better for free-to-play and lower spending players. That's all I really ask, because then you would have more of a community. Well, that's the video here. Thank you for watching, and have a nice rest of your day. Bye-bye.